Linwood's Georgia lawsuit might offer a ray of hope to the president's supporters in that state, but the state is being torn up politically with the governor and secretary of state under fire. So how will this affect the upcoming all-important Senate races in Georgia? Georgia Congressman Jody Hice is here to break it down for us. Congressman, thank you for being with us this evening.
Glad to be with you. Thank you.
So, Congressman, the Republican governor is under attack. The Republican Secretary of State, as well as many members of the legislature, are feeling a lot of pressure. Are the recount and the legal efforts there potentially hurting the party just before these Senate races?
Well, you know, the recount is not the issue. What people want is an accurate count. And if you just keep recounting the old ballots without doing voter verification, without some of these other things to get to the bottom of potential fraud and irregularities, then it really doesn't do anything. And that's what the people of Georgia are upset about. Listen, I was out all day today with Jim Jordan and Sarah Palin and a host of others stumping for the upcoming Senate race. And we heard from hundreds of people, grassroots people. And I'll just tell you, they're upset, and rightfully so. They feel like the Georgia leaders have let them down and that they have not fought for an election that was absolutely secure and accurate, in spite of the fact that the Secretary of State is saying this is the most accurate election in history. People know better than that, and they want answers. And at this point, they're not getting answers.
So you were in D.C. today amongst all of the crowds of people that were there?
No, I was in Georgia, stumping from the upcoming Senate race with the two senators, and there were a host of people from around the country who are here. If I try to start naming them, I'll get them wrong. But we had enormous crowds, and we had tremendous lineup of speakers. And I tell you, we just heard from hundreds of people, and they're upset here in Georgia. They want a Secretary of State who is going to make sure that our elections are secure, that only legal ballots are cast, and only legal ballots are counted.
Congressman Hice, let me ask you that, though. With the runoff coming up on, January 5th, how are you inspiring people to head out to the polls and vote again when all these questions come into play in terms of the security and the integrity of the election?
Yeah, that's a great question, and we are very much dealing with that. Listen, what's happened in the past is past. What we want and what we're trying to put forward is hope on two folds. Number one, that the Secretary of State will take action to make sure that the disaster of November 3rd is not repeated on the 5th, and that we do have, among other things, signature verification. But beyond that, the real appeal is that this upcoming election of the senators is going to change the balance and the direction, the future of our entire country, not just in terms of the balance of power politically, but literally the balance of political philosophy, be it socialism and Marxism or limited government and maximum freedom, the country that we've all grown up. This is literally the most important Senate election, I believe, in the history of our country. And so the outpouring of that reality to the people is resonating strongly. They get it. They understand it. They're going to show up to vote and trust at the same time that our leaders are going to make sure the vote is secure.
Congressman, let's look ahead to Monday. Do you believe that Georgia will vote for a Biden slate of electors, or do you see the state legislature trying to intervene here in some fashion on the Monday vote?
It's going to be interesting to watch. I obviously have been in communication with a number of our state legislators, both in the state house as well as the Senate. There are a number of them who are deeply concerned with the election results. They believe that there have been tremendous irregularities, if not tremendous fraud in this. And there's a lot of discussion. Let me just answer your question by putting it this way. There's a lot of discussion as to what is going to be the best step for them to take on Monday. And I would, since I'm not in those inner circles and since I'm not part of the state legislatures, I would kind of be premature saying exactly what's taking place. But let me just say, there are a lot of discussions, and it would not surprise me at all if there's not a significant number who come out saying that this election, as it currently stands, is not accurate.
All right, Congressman Jody Hice, thank you very much for being here.
Yeah.